right, just some personnel things. Any update on Jalen?
Moore.
Yeah.
50-50. We'll kind of see how he responded to this practice and make a call probably right before the game.
And then corner, anything on who might start at that one corner? Is that going to go right up to the game too?
It kind of depends on what personnel they're in on the corner, but all those guys that were listed will play.
And then his Key Wetzel's,
nothing new on him. Still dealing
still not
field.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else that you don't anticipate is going to go on Friday?
Not besides who I mentioned with Sandberg, Bradford, obviously Anjay. Yeah.
You mentioned J-Mo's about a 50-50 chance.
Right.
How much better does Eldridge look and move around, over the last week or so?
Yeah, he's gotten better. Almost feels like each day. His comfort level just getting reps. He's definitely healthy. He dealt with the hamstring throughout camp a little bit, but yeah, he's full go.
How would you describe today's final full practice?
I thought it was sharp. A lot of mental day. Some full speed things, but not the whole time. I think guys are locked in. I think we brought the appropriate energy, especially mentally, like I'm saying. So I thought it was a good day.
What have you guys kind of started to work on in terms of Oklahoma State this week that you maybe didn't last week?
Well, you start getting their specifics of their scheme, offensive and defensively. Been working on that and in special teams. Obviously, we got a foundation of what we do on both sides of the ball and in special teams that we're doing our stuff and repping it against what we think they're going to do.
Is there any possibility of Jebbia playing a series?
It's not a plan to do that right now, but I would feel confident to put him in if he needed to go.
How much do you have to be careful in the first game of trying to maybe be the unknown and do things that are unexpected because they've had this long layoff and they don't know you completely?
Right. We'll have some new things that we didn't do last year, but we're going to do a bunch of things that we did do last year. And so I think you're always learning about your team week one, and we definitely invested some time in getting better throughout the off season, and we'll run some of those plays on Friday.
What are you most excited to see heading into Friday?
Yeah, just our group and find out more about our team and finally let these guys play. They've been working extremely hard, so I'm excited just for each of them to go out there and get an opportunity to play at home against a good opponent.
You kind of talked about this earlier, but in fall camp, but to have the continuity on the coaching staff, how have you seen that played out through this month?
Yeah, I think it's been huge for us to have that continuity. One, just knowing the player better, the player knowing the coach better. Second year in the schemes, the ins and outs. I think that we learned a ton that first year on, again, the type of players we got, his skill set, what schemes are working. So it does feel good going into year two that way.
Historically, it's not super common for a Power 5 team to come into Reser Stadium to open the year. What does that kind of mean just for building the program, getting some notoriety, and then also exposure being a nationally televised game?
Yeah, all that's huge, and we're excited about it. To be able to play on national television against a really good opponent, and you got to start a game one against somebody, and I think this is a great opportunity.
Last year you guys had Ohio State, this year Oklahoma State, really fighting for that OSU game, but just how important is that, for this game to be a big game